Alright, welcome to the first episode of Watch Read Game. Now, the whole time I filmed this, I had the camera going and everything was good, and then I watched it after, and I noticed that my mic was turned all the way down, and the music was turned all the way up, so the level was different, and because of that, now I have to do a voiceover. And I didn't want to scrap the video, I wanted to keep going, but this is my first one. I was using OBS for the first time for like streaming, and there's a reason that this isn't streamed and I recorded it. It's because I haven't done streaming before, and I'm not very good at gaming, so I didn't know how many attempts this was actually going to take me. So I decided to just, record it all, then I could edit it and put it together and show how many attempts it took without you having to sit there and watch the whole entire video. But anyway, let's get back to the video that we're actually doing. This is Solar Striker. This game came out in 1989, and the whole reason I'm doing Watch Read Game, at least for the beginning, is because there are a ton of games that I played growing up that I never beat. And my focus now is to kind of reconnect with my childhood and handle some unfinished business at the same time. So I'm hoping it's fun and I won't, get bored doing it, because I'm kind of, tackling these things that have been on my mind for years. So this game came out in 1989 and I was born in 1988. So when I was playing it, it was probably about like when I was 10 years old or something. But we would get an old Game Boy, plug this in, and me and my brother and my dad would play this and then switch back and forth when we would die and take turns. And we never beat the game, but it was one of my favorites. I've always remembered it. So this was the first one I naturally wanted to go to and try to conquer. Now when we actually looked this up, this game only has 6 stages. And when we played, we only got probably to about like stage 3. I think we might have got to stage 4, but we never got past that. And we never beat it. So I'm real excited to see, how long it was going to take me, and naturally I'm already speaking after I have done this, so I'll wait and let you find out how that's going to actually turn out. But anyway, this is the first stage, and we got to the first boss. It gets progressively harder from here. They say the way this game works is that the first 3 stages are easy, the patterns are easy to follow, and then once you hit stage 4, the game tries to kill you, because it's only got 6 stages, so it jumps. But anyway, first stage done. I'm pretty excited, and I didn't notice until after the whole stream or the whole recording that I put my little window down on top of where the lives are, so you can't really tell how many lives I have left. But each time you go, I get a high score or whatever, you'll hear a little chime, and that means I got another life. When I get these little power-ups, sometimes you'll hear a different chime, and that's when I got a new gun or I'm working towards a new gun. One thing I like about this game is that they have a ton of different ships or vehicles that come at you. Some of them are repurposed, like when you kill them, you can hear some of the same sounds, so that's probably the same thing with a different skin. But I just like the variety that it has. I mean, for 6 stages it does pretty good, and I don't know, I just like the different choices that they have in the whole story of it. The story, if you read it, I don't know, I looked it up on Wikipedia, but if you read it, it's actually kind of complicated and crazy. But anyway, there's some experimental spacecraft, and it is this one, and it's called the Solar Striker. And it's fighting aliens. So that's the gist of it. But it's like in the year 2159, they made a government on Earth, and it is tasked with like defending Earth against other alien species, and they encounter some, and they attack them, and then it doesn't go well. So this is like their last ditch effort to protect the Earth, and it's using this experimental spacecraft called the Solar Striker. And here we are at the second boss. This was a little bit crazier. This is like one of my favorite ones to play though, and as long as you got this gun, you can handle it with things. But if you see me down at the bottom, wiping my nose or sneezing, I had real bad allergies the day that I filmed this. Alright, stage 3. This is a new song. I like the music in this a lot. It's really good. This is kind of like a road theme stage, so you see all these following those tracks, following those roads. Just pretty sweet. It's almost like the first stage is just in space, and then the second stage is you're in the clouds, getting closer to a planet, which I'm guessing it might be Earth. I don't know for sure. And then right here, you're actually in the city. And there is my first death, I think. First of many. These little buses that go by, almost like some kind of buses. The first 3 stages, I really have a lot of the patterns memorized, so it's not super hard for me. Besides that death a while ago, and I die a few more times. The first 3 stages I'm not pretty good. These guys are like little turrets that you gotta sit there and shoot at. There's plenty of close calls in this game. Also, I'm used to playing on a Game Boy, and this is like with a control, so my timing's just a little bit off sometimes. There's an extra man. Also, if you look to the top left of the screen, you'll see a number 1. This is going to keep track of all my attempts. Okay, here we go, 3rd boss. A little bit tougher. Once you get that gun, everything seems a little bit better. You can destroy these guys pretty fast. Alright, next stage. So stage 4. Here's where it switches up and it gets a little harder. It looks like from the screen, the background, you are past the city, and now you're like maybe in the desert or in the wilderness or something like that. You got these other spacecrafts that are after you. Some of the sounds sound the same, but this is like where I talked about the skins are a little bit different. Maybe the patterns that they use are a little bit different also too. And if you're wondering why I leave those power-ups there, it's because it's dangerous to go up there and get them, especially when you're unfamiliar with the stage. So I kind of just let it come to me, so I don't have to move too quick and go get it. Sometimes I miss them, but most of the time I just wait till they come and I get them. And you have to get 2 of them to get a new gun. I think with the exception of the first time. The first one you get those 2 bullets. Okay, we're almost through this stage. We have a little bit more to go. Some of the patterns get a little crazy right here, and I kind of lose track of them sometimes because I'm not so used to these stages. Like right here, wherever it goes crisscross, I start messing up on that sometimes a little bit later. I like these kind of spacecraft designs. It reminds me of like anime a little bit. If you look down, I'm not saying much on my original streams because I'm trying to focus. When I started to talk, I started to die. Signs of someone who's an amateur, not a good streamer. Also, I'm getting used to like using the mic and talking a little bit, so maybe talking too much, and I also might not be talking enough, and also not loud enough. So if the volume goes down and up, it's because of me. Alright, here we go. Stage 4. This is the boss. This is the one I usually couldn't beat, and I think we always got stuck when we were younger. I don't know if I actually beat it at all when I was younger, but you see all this? This is crazy. Good stuff. Okay, now we're on to stage, I think this is 5? Let me see. Yes, stage 5. Okay, cool. Now, I'm guessing this is like some kind of facility or something like that. You're into some different part of the world or whatever it is. And they got these weird little fireballs that fly at you. This is throwing me off because I'm not used to stage 5. I've been there before, but not while I was little. This is just like, you know, as I was older and I try to play again to get ready for this. But I've never seen stage 6. And yeah, this is pretty exciting. I don't know the patterns, I'm just playing. Now, once you get down to just 2 bullets, like, you're in trouble. Because a lot of these enemies that you're playing, like, are gonna take more than just 1 shot to kill. So whenever you have these bullets, it's gonna be hard. And these little guys come out of nowhere. They've got like little drills. I guess they're supposed to be missiles, but they look like drills to me. You always gotta stay moving on this stage because of those fireballs. They come out of nowhere and start throwing you off. If you can tell, it takes me a few hits to beat these guys. I really like that sound when you blow those up. I guess they got some jets working for them. I don't know. And you can tell they load you up on some power-ups because they know you're going to need them. This is right before you get to the boss, and it's going to be a little bit harder than your normal boss. The 3 shots really come in handy. You start beating these other people with just 1 hit. There's another power-up. Okay, here we go. The 5th boss. Look at that. Look how hard that is. I kind of got a little pattern going for a second, but then I lose it. And there I go. You see my disappointment in the corner. But that was my first attempt. And I'm talking away. Okay, here we go. 2nd attempt. Instead of making you watch everything, I'm gonna bring you all the way back to right before we died. Here's the 5th boss again. It took me a long time to get here too, so, you know. Part of the reason why this one's so hard is because you have to shoot that middle right there. So this, I died like 2 times, 3 times, and I had 2 bullets, but enough was there. So this is the first time I've ever been to the 6th stage. So look how excited I am over there drinking my drink. I don't know where you are on this one. Looks like a giant brain or something. You got a lot of different ships and stuff here, and 1 little bullet to kill them all. So it's taking a while. There we go, got 2 in. This is the first time I'm seeing all this stuff, so this looks crazy to me, but I like it. It's a good idea. And the fireballs are back. Okay, one side. And that was my last life. So there you go, there's my disappointment. That's the end of my 2nd attempt. So this is already taking me longer than I thought. And I don't know if I already said this before, but they said if you're a decent gamer in this game, it will only take you about 15 or 20 minutes to beat only 6 stages. But I am not a decent gamer. So that's where my complications arise. And I just died again. And that's the end of stage 4. So that was my last attempt, third attempt. This is the 4th attempt. I'm on stage 5. And they're blasting away. There we go. Got it. Okay, I probably got like maybe 1 or 2 lives at the end of this point. And we're on to the last stage, stage 6. Here we go. Look at that focus down in the corner. Hear them crazy aliens again. There we go. Power up. With 2 bullets, it is hard because you gotta shoot it multiple times before you kill him. Once you get that 3rd bullet, then it's a little bit easier. Fireballs are back. Down to 1 bullet. You gotta constantly stay moving when those are in the stage because you don't know when they're gonna hit you. Ah. Okay, got 2 again. They give you a lot of power-ups. And I think it's because they know you're gonna die a lot. There we go. You're kind of getting like a little bit of everything from all the stages because you're getting some of those early stage villains that are coming back. There we go, another power up. That one actually blew up the fireball, so that was super cool. So I didn't know you could do that. And there's an extra life, so we're getting extra lives that are keeping us going. And we're getting closer. Okay, here we go. Well, nope, that's what I thought the first time I played it too. They changed the song on you. It makes you think that the boss is there, but it's not. It's just getting harder. I think this is like a stall, because it's like, when you get enough power-ups, then you can go forward, because it's trying to help you. Or get enough lives. I don't know. Or it's just a gauntlet, and they're just trying to throw all kinds of stuff at you. This definitely goes on for a while, and it almost feels like they're just throwing everything at you, and you're like in a little cycle. But you keep getting power-ups. And I got the good guns. There's an extra man. Okay, here we go. Here's the boss. And it comes out of everywhere. Ah. There we go. And look how excited I get over there. I'm like, what? Did we get it? Did we do it? Yeah! Raise my hands in triumph. I'm a nerd. Look at that. This is never seen this before. Final mission is over. Good stuff. Hands in the air. Little sequence as my nose runs. After years and years, we finally beat it. Good job, guys. Thanks for watching with me. We'll see you next time on Watch Your Game.